Good morning, Year 6. Welcome to today's lesson relating to primarily multiplying by 10, 100 and 1000, which builds on our decimal work from earlier in the week. That'll be the second video, which you'll watch in a few minutes. First of all, we're going to revisit some learning from Year 5, which you might have missed or it might have fallen out of your ear, but hopefully this will remind you of how you do. I hope you're all well. Thank you for all the work people have been sending in. It's been a delight to see all the work that Emima has been sending in. So thank you very much. Anybody else, if you need to send anything else, do send it in, and it'd be lovely to look at it. So thank you guys for sending all that in. Okay, so looking through this then, as we've done previously, we'll look at the answers at the end of this. So if you pause the video before you do that, it gives you the opportunity to practice it. Okay, so we're going to convert some metric units within our work today. Okay, now metric units are the unit of measurement that we primarily use now. It's a more modern type of unit, and it's certainly used a lot more around other countries within the world. Okay, what we tend to do, and this relates to our previous work, is multiply by 10, 100 and 1000 to find values. Okay, so just a bit of practice for that to begin with. 7 ones multiplied by 10, multiplied by 100, multiplied by 1000, and then if you try and identify the answers for each of these, try and work through those. And again, if we're dividing 2 10s and 1 1, okay, so think about what would 7 ones multiplied by 10 be? What would 5 ones multiplied by 100 be? And what would 4 ones multiplied by 1000 be? 20 then divided by 10, 600 divided by 100, and 3000 divided by 1000. Okay, so see which ones of those you think are where. Okay, pause it if you need to. Hopefully, guys, we've identified 70, 500 and 4000 and 2, 6 and 3 for this division elements. Okay, that's just got your brain worked up now, getting going. So good to see that we're all starting. We're ready to work through. Talia and Layla, I'm sure you're battling to see who can finish each one of these first. So well done, girls. Okay, and I'm sure, Kyron, that you've got all of those right. So well done, mate. Okay, now we've got a flower here. It might be one of those flowers that we had in the corner of our room. I'm not sure if the key worker children are watering that. We'll need to make sure. This flower is 37 centimeters tall. We want to be a bit more precise though. We want to alter our unit of measurement to millimeters. So instead of centimeters, to be really precise, can we divide that by the relevant amount so we can identify? Have a go if you can. If you're not sure what to do, I'll tell you that there's 10 millimeters in each centimeter. Okie dokie, and working through that now, you can see that 37 centimeters multiplied by 10, because each centimeter is worth 10 millimeters, makes it 370 millimeters. Okay, next one, guys, we've got a true or a false. I think that 72 meters is 720 centimeters. I've multiplied my number of meters by 10 to make my number of centimeters. Am I correct or am I incorrect? Have a think. Note it down. See if I'm correct or incorrect. Pause it if you can. Well done, guys. I was completely befuddled. I was wrong. I should be multiplying instead by 100. So it should be 7,200. 7,200 centimeters, because each meter is worth 100 centimeters. Okay, think about the missing symbol that should go in here. 7.5 kilometers and 7,500 meters. Okay, so I know that there's a number of meters in a kilometer. If I'm not sure, I can remember that it's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. And now I can work through and I can identify that 7 times 1,000 will be 7,000. Half of 1,000 is 500. So 7.5 kilometers is equal to 7,500 meters. Okay, so I should be able to work that through now. Well done. Okay, dokie. Now I've got to look at the longest and the shortest line. So, and then I've got to identify the difference between the two. Now they're not drawn accurately. Okay, the number written beneath them is accurate, but the lines themselves are indicative, but not necessarily accurate. Okay, so if I look at them, the longest one, well, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to convert them all to centimeters or millimeters. Now, I know that 1,400 millimeters is 140 centimeters. So I know that's shorter than 150 centimeters. And I know that 3 meters is 300 centimeters. Okay, so I can see that C is my longest and B is my shortest. And now I'm going to try and find the difference and give my answer in centimeters. pause it while you work through, guys, and hopefully you've got that 1,400 millimeters, 140 centimeters, subtracted from 300 centimeters, which is 3 meters, would make 160 centimeters. Well done if you've worked that through. Good job. Okay, a couple of sheets now. These will just be shown on the PowerPoint, which you'll see in the video. You won't have these electronically. First of all, you've got to convert the height of the cactus to meters, then the length of the bust to centimeters. So make sure you're using the correct conversion technique, and also your answer is the correct unit of measurement. Pause it whilst you look at those and those true or falses. And then onto the next sheet, we've got to identify the correct symbol, so greater than, lesser than, or equal to each element of those first two questions. And then 12A and 12B are finding the difference between the longest and the shortest lines. And rather than measuring the screen with a confused ruler, look at the values which are written underneath them, please. And make sure the first one and the second one have the correct unit of measurement in your answers, please. So pause that. Okay, and looking at the answers for 5A, we've got 2.5 meters and 1,400 centimeters for the bus. Then it's false, just because 46 kilometers will be 46,000 meters, and it's true for the second one for 6B. Moving through, it's greater than, 30 millimeters is greater than 2.5 centimeters, because 30 millimeters is greater than 25 millimeters, and 4 meters, 0.04 meters would be 40 millimeters. Okay, so it's greater than again. Okay, and then 1/10 of a kilometer is 100 meters, which therefore is greater than 9 meters, but 9 meters is itself less than 901 centimeters, because 9 meters will be 900 centimeters. 10,000 centimeters is the value for the difference between the longest and the shortest line, and 12B is 62.11 meters. Okay, if you've got all of those done, well done. Final element, just have a look at the sheet that you've been given today for your multiplying by 10, 100, and 1,000 work. Now, with that, you're going to be thinking a little bit about how you can explain your example here. And again, as we've done previously, if you can really try and unpick your answer with some supportive evidence, just try and be as clear as possible with whatever you're writing. It gets you into a really good habit of expressing your thoughts. Now, if there were 30 of us in the room and we were discussing it, sometimes we wouldn't need to write it down, because we were able to talk about it there and then. However, because you're on your own, these explaining questions, these reasoning questions, it's really important you try and really write down your answers so you get those parts of your brain working. Okay, so have a go at that. Thank you for listening, Year 6. I hope you enjoyed this and the other video you've got for maths today, and I hope you get through the work. It'd be great to see some more of your work being sent in. Thank you, Year 6.